most important thing is to support your local volunteer firefighters, fire departments.
Crews from across the high plains, Oklahoma, and Kansas have spent more than a day battling nearly 24 wildfires across those 3 states.
Thank you for joining us. We are still following the work being done to put out the remaining fires. This coverage continues to top our news tonight at 10. Right now, active fires remain in Potter County, Hutchinson County, Donley County, Texas, and Beaver County. There were also fires in Hartley and Deaf Smith County today, but those have been contained as of tonight. And a new fire popped up today just northwest of Borger in Hutchinson County. The City of Borger, Hutchinson County OEM says the fire is near the Canadian River Bridge. According to the Texas A&M Forest Service, that fire, now being called the Canadian Bridge Fire, has burned about 300 acres with 80% containment.
New tonight, the evacuation orders have been lifted for the Valley de Oro area. The lavender fire continues to burn. It started in Oldham County, now into Potter. This fire has burned more than 12,000 acres. It's listed at 20% contained. Ranch to Market Road 1061 was also reopened this evening. We did hear this fire went over part of the Canadian River earlier today. City of Emerald officials have sent resources to that area, and they spoke today about some of the challenges they're facing in that area.
We had a fire a year and a half ago that burned in Potter County as well. That grew back, and it grew back very lush. That tall grass died and now became a heavy fuel load, which is what we're experiencing now. So the high winds, the warm weather mixed with the low relative humidity, the low moisture rate in our fuels, it's a recipe for disasters.
Potter County has issued disaster declaration for that area. Another of the big fires that we are following is the 8-Ball fire in Armstrong and Donley counties. Evacuation orders for Howard Wick were also lifted earlier tonight.
That fire started in Armstrong County near Highway 287. According to the Texas A&M Forest Service, the fire has burned 9,000 acres so far and is about 40% contained. Sandy Lynn, Howard Wick City Secretary, says that crews have been working hard on the fire to allow the residents to return back to their homes tonight. Before evacuees went back home, we were able to hear from one of the people who was forced to leave.
Weird, like I said, we turned the corner to come over to here, to the activity center, and then just seeing the names on the sides of the units that were going down the fire trucks, just going boom, 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 and you're like, well, it does lift your spirit, and you just feel like the cavalry's coming,
Blake adds it was an awakening, but he is glad that the residents were able to get help from the county and other resources surrounding the area.